Hello YouTube, I'm joined by Freakunasty and we are continuing our prep for the Denver Regional Championship. We are playing Living End for our prep. Freak's going to be sharing his screen while we play, so it'll be his account that we're playing on, but we're going to talk about obviously sideboarding, reflection on matchups, and how the league kind of goes in a general sense. But Living End is kind of a deck I really like a lot. I used to like it a lot more than Rhinos because it had a lot more like if you had two lands, usually you're cycling a lot and drawing a lot of cards, so you can kind of get into either finding that last land you need or finding the Cascade spell. It is a little interesting with Bowmasters in the meta, but we got a really nice new addition with the land cyclers. Um, I really like Generous Ent, and I played a lot with Oliphant. I haven't played a lot with this Troll of Khazad-dûn in different mana base, but we're going to definitely give it a try. Um, but yeah, the general concept of the deck is you're basically trying to cycle all these big monsters, um, and you can do it to draw cards, to get card. It's not really selection. You're just obviously putting stuff in your graveyard to draw more cards and hopefully get the cards you need. And then there's also the Street Race, which is kind of a free one. And this I like this list a lot because it has a lot more black cards for grief. And I'm a big fan of the fourth Living End as well. A lot of people play three. I like four just because you don't want to be scared to cycle and draw cards. You want to be able to you know aggressively get cards into your graveyard and then pitch one of them to grief. The land cyclers are nice, as I kind of mentioned, because you know, A, you don't get pinged by Bowmasters. B, you can play around Blood Moon for pretty free with the Generous Ents. And they kind of help you get your land drops a lot more consistently. Um, I think that's pretty much the general concept. So now I'll just kind of talk about the sideboard. So obviously we have a pretty clean one. We're playing 4 endurances. We're not playing the Leyline of the Void. We're just playing more endurances. We have the Leyline of Sanctities. That's mainly for the grief matchups and also like attacking Thoughtseize and things like that. Um, we're playing this spicy card called Damping Matrix. Activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana abilities for 3 mana. So it can be played in this deck. So kind of excited to try this card out. But then we also have Foundation Breaker, Force of Vigor for those matchups where we need to hate their hate. So there are anti-hate pieces. But yeah, I think this is a really kind of good build. I really want to kind of try this one out. I haven't really played a lot with the Black Splash, so really wanted to kind of try it out and see how that works. So um, we'll see you in round one. Alrighty, here we are for round number one, and we lost the dice roll. Nice, nice. I'm not even nah. This hand looks really good actually. Yeah, I mean we're gonna be cycling 2 cards. We're on the draw. We'll draw another card. So. Mm, no, I mean we'll see what the opponent's doing. If it's a deck that doesn't matter about our land, then we don't care. But if it's something where we need to preserve a life, or it's like then it's probably worth getting the island. Ah, I think it's hammer. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's we were kind of worried about the blood crypt because there's not there's only like two cards. Yeah, yeah. Eh, could be. Yeah. The nice Yeah, the nice thing is it's only black card, but the Blood Crypt can actually cycle the Architects, so. Yeah, yeah. Or the enchantment that I think it's enchantment, but it's the one that came the Forge Anew. I believe that's an enchantment. What, what could they name with this that hurts us? I don't think so. No. I mean, they probably could name Misty Rainforest because it's pretty common knowledge. They could name a random cycler, which we already, got rid of two street wraiths. So I don't really know. If I were them and I really want to get out of my hand, I'd probably name Misty Rainforest. Okay, that's it. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's also one of the, yeah, yeah. I think we shock this in the Blood Crypt. Um, I don't think we need to because we can't draw a black. I mean, like what we'd be searching for being a black card for grief. But yeah, I think we're just gonna keep our hand, and then at end step we're gonna cycle Architects and see what else we get. Yeah, yeah, I think Generous would be a really good draw. We just didn't want to cycle the Architects of Will and then like draw this Misty Rainforests. I guess it would have been okay. We would have saved two life, but you know, yeah, I think we just jam. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah. See enchantment. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Oh, I mean, they kind of probably have a really stinker in their hand because they haven't played. They had four open mana last turn, and they didn't play anything. Okay, so for Hammer, I actually think the Griefs are not great because we're gonna be bringing in a lot of. Um, my list has like take out subtlety, Griefs, an Architect, and a Waker of Waves. And then how much artifact, or yeah, how much artifact hate do we have? I guess we 6 cards, so we can probably keep a grief in because I think it was three griefs that 3 griefs it said to take out because they're gonna play their hand. Yeah, 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 because they're gonna be playing all their cards like on the first turn anyways, for the most part. Yeah. Artifact. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I had in mind, but I think it was a mixture of both. Yeah. Yeah, I like this plan. Normally you're not supposed to take out Grief, but this is one of the only matchups where they're just gonna like puke out their hand right away. And if they have a hate piece, they're gonna slam it on turn one most of the time. Yeah, this hand's gas. We have a force for their turn one hate if they jam it out. We have at least one. I mean, it's kind of light on. I mean, at least we could pitch like a Charlotte's Agent to the force and keep two cyclers. Yeah. 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 Cycle. Yeah. We can wait until their turn, or till their turn. We don't need to do it on main phase. If if they need, we're gonna crack. We're gonna crack, and we're gonna cycle it anyways. I mean, they chose Creative Mysteries last time, so okay. Yeah. Yeah. You go with the rest of the blue cards. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We can always force the Forge anew if they when they cast it. Yep. Take 5. Luckily, we can get a basic forest and not take any damage next turn. It might be because, well, yeah. I don't think so either. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. I was thinking about it, but yeah. Yep. We won't actually, because yeah, we have to shuffle after. Yeah. Um. So we at least have one flyer. Um. I mean, technically the other one has reach, so it can block. So, yeah, I think I like cycling the Genercent, the second one. It takes out a land from our deck, which we don't want to draw anymore, any more lands. So, um, and then we literally have enough lands to cast the Curator Mysteries. That's a good one. But yeah, I think we just. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what they would have. F1. Yeah. 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 Again, I wasn't saying it's not the play, but yeah, I think we play the Shardless. But again, I just wanted to think about it for a second, so which I did. So play it. Yeah. Yeah, I just, again, that was the best play, and as you said in the past, look for a better a better line, and I just wanted to kind of assess it. Yeah, find if there is one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could, yeah. Hammer, Shadow Spear, Shadow Spear. Yeah, 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 yeah. That might that might help out. I like that play. Wait, wait, 5, 10, 16, 20. They're dead if they don't block because we have Violent Outburst in our hand. So I think we attack, see what they do. If they don't block with any of their creatures, then we just Violent Outburst and kill them. And if they don't block, then we can shock and play a blocker. I'm thinking they're gonna block because probably. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, what could we could get a force negation. We don't have grief in our deck. Yeah. Um, I think the good news is they most likely have to cast one of the two artifacts in their hand, the equipments. So we're gonna be able to counter one of them. So yeah. I mean, it really depends on which one they actually cast and which one they kind of try to cheat in with the Stoneforge Mystic, if they want to do that. So I think, um, yeah, I think we're doing that, just blowing that up. Yep. And then I don't think, yeah, yeah. And I don't think we cycle the Street Wraith because we don't really need to right now. If we get into a position where we need a top deck of Force of Vigor, then we could do that. But yeah. But yeah, that's funny. We figured he needed that, but yeah, yep. And he probably couldn't have. Yeah, they needed four or yeah, at least 4 mana. And the good news is we could have technically forced one of the cards, and then they were still dead, but they didn't know that. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I liked our sideboard plan. Um, yeah, deck powerful. Alrighty, we'll see you in round two. Alright, here we are for round number 2, and we won a dice roll. That's amazing. Our hand is Googe, I think. Yeah, just from a brief look. Yeah, we definitely want to save the Street Wraith. For me, yeah. Yeah, that's how I play it. I don't know how everyone else does. No. Yeah, we definitely have to keep in mind that our only black card is Street Wraith. So I think what we do is we cycle main phase. Yep, Striper, Riverwinder. See if we can get a black card to grief them. Um, sorry. Yeah, the black card grief to grief them. Yeah, sorry. That's what I meant. Unless we draw another black card, then we can consider cycling it. So it really depends on what we draw. Subtlety's a good card. Yeah, we just pass. Yeah. Are we forcing this map? I do too. Yeah. Yeah. So now we get now we can cycle it for yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I just realized, like, technically, yeah, I liked forcing the map. The only thing that Tron really has is a Relic of Progenitus, but it's kind of useless now. So, but if they had like slammed Relic, then we could have been in a little bit of trouble. But it, we can, but we can still keep. Okay, yeah, we can. Yeah, I was like, we could technically we could cite a whole priority cast Violent Outburst with the living out on the stack. We could cycle Street Wraith, but instead we just draw Grief. So we should grief them. So yeah, I'm just saying if we didn't draw Grief, that was probably our plan. Uh, take the One Ring. Yeah. No. I think. Uh, Yeah, 'cause next turn they play Saga, cast Sylvan Scrying. The next turn they're going to. Oh, yeah, yeah. Then, yeah. I guess I like that play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're more the Tron expert than I am, so yeah, I think I do like that play because then um, yeah, and we have lots of, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep. That's another good point. We have to, yeah, we want to grab a red source. Just it might have been Steam Vents. Only, well, I don't know. Either one's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think they're dead with the Violent Outburst. Yeah. So yeah, we did do the right thing, but no. Yeah. Okay. I gotta remember. Obviously, it's a very similar thing to. I mean, we're gonna keep the griefs. We keep the griefs. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't even have. Yeah, I don't have the Tron here, but yeah, I think it's. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I do like cutting Waker Waves and subtleties. Um, I think I like everything else. We don't want to cut too many cyclers. Yeah, I think this is. It could be because it could take out their Oblivion Stone. uh, yeah, Yeah, I mean, let's try it. We didn't put it in our sideboard to be cowards, but it's figuring out what to get rid of. Yeah, we're really. We could cut a living end. We don't need 4 living ends, so that's one cut. And then yeah. Well, grief isn't really a cycler, but yeah, it's. um, Grief is just. I don't think you ever trim grief. Um, in most matchups, and we did last round, but uh, it's black source. It's free. Um, maybe just one. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. But we can try that. Usually cut a cycler, so. Yeah. Actually, yeah, we can get a blue source with generous sense. Yeah. So yeah, this hand is Googe. Yep. I'm guessing they're going to be mulliganing to Graveyard Hate. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's once you get to 5, you're just like, can I cast a ring? Can I cast Karn? You know. Yeah, I think we still. Yeah, we can use it later on, but yeah, I think we're just Forest, Cycle Generosent. There's no real reason to wait because, like, yeah, Tron assembled. Um, I mean, you know better than anyone else. It's like it's either you disrupt their payoffs when they start playing them, which, that's not necessarily a good idea, or you try to stop them from getting Tron. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. We need the cyclers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we definitely would like a black card. No. Okay. Yeah. Dang. They should. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just play Shardless to make them crack it. Otherwise we could just wait till they try to pop it, but they're just gonna slowly eat our cards from our graveyard. So yeah, I do too. I agree. 2-2. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're on the crappy beatdown deck. Yeah. Which I guess with the black sources, this beatdown plan doesn't look so bad. Let's see what they got. Uh, yeah. Maybe next turn we can draw the Matrix. That would be insane. Yeah. Force of Vigor or yeah. Yeah, we have six cards in our deck. Yeah. Yep. Well, yeah. Attack. Play Stopping Ground. Yeah, and then pass. Yeah, we really want to draw our 6th land. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want. Did you think about that? Yeah. Yeah. We knew they were doing that. Play a 5/7. The end was slow to want to be cast. Yeah. 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 Yep. We can. Well, they're gonna draw the cards anyways, but yeah, I like that better because we have to. We have no choice. Uh, yeah, I think so too. We can also just cast it. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't think we can. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're on the play, so we can cycle once. We have to hit a blue or one of the cyclers. Yeah. So I guess that's quite a few outs. Yeah. And then we can cycle the Architect's Will technically too. Sure. Sure. I'm willing to give it a whirl. Yeah. I guarantee you they took out the dismembers. Yep. Technically, I guess they could also get a the 8 mana guy that blows up a permanent, but Yup. Yeah, we have to force that. Yeah, we have to. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the power of Damping Matrix does. We can cast Violent Outburst. They didn't. Oh, yeah, they should have cracked it with it on the stack. Oh, they have Beseiju in their deck. Oh, yeah, Cascader. Yep, yeah, it has to be. Oh, I mean, at least we got a blue source to dig further. Holding this down. Oh, whew. Yeah, yeah. What? Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Let's take put grubby hands on your card to see what you draw. Yeah, I mentioned the 8 mana guy who destroys stuff. I didn't say escape leveler. So, yep, yep, yeah. Is it like tower? Yeah, we want them to draw tower. Yeah, yeah, true. Yep. I think they're. Oh, oh, yeah, we don't. Yeah, yeah. I was just looking at that. Yeah, yeah. We're just doing testing for the developers. We have a blue card. Yep. Can you believe we shut off our own food? Hmm. That was a really good draw. Uh, we can cast the Grief to at least give, see what they got. Yeah. Well, unearth that, yeah. So, yeah, we're probably better to just take the Oblivion Stone. Because if they're gonna, they'd be able to unearth it if anything. Plus, we don't want it to be in the graveyard in case we have to. Well, hopefully we don't have to Living End again. But yeah, I think we attack because if they attack us back, then yeah, yep, yeah, okay, yeah. The game is over. Yeah, yeah, because I mean we know what their hand is, so oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the stylish play and then blow up their Oblivion Stone for hate. For hate. Minus 12. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Dang it, I gotta go in my shopping cart and order me some damning matrix for for real paper magic. I think that went exactly how I thought. I played that matchup a few times before, and it usually kind of ends like that, where either you kill them really quickly, or you or they just top deck rings and they kind of stabilize. Um, but I do have to admit, Damping Matrix definitely was a an all star there for sure. Too good. I got to put it in my cart and order it. Artie, we just found out that Freak's mic wasn't working on the recording, so we wanted to kind of talk about some points and that Freak was making during the first two rounds. So
First round, cut, take out bad cards, bring in good cards. Good cards being artifact and enchantment removal for hammer time. In round two, it was very specifically was like when you're playing against Tron, you want to try and make sure that you understand what their objective is and then how to fight it. And some of the best cards against Tron are Damping Matrix, um, Stony Silence, Collector Oof, because they're a control deck that's trying to assemble their mana engine as fast as possible, and then after that, use that mana engine to buy time until they have an overwhelming position. And what Damping Matrix does for us is that it keeps them from being able to buy that extra time. It keeps them from being able to cycle and find new cards, keeps them from being able to blow up the board with Oblivion Stones. Just in general, that's why in the beginning of that game, that game two or game three, I don't remember which game it was. I think it was game two because I think we 2-0'd them. But
Yeah, again, you're talking about Hammer Time. We went 2-0, and then against Tron we went 2-1.
okay, so in game three, where
Yeah,
I was saying I think the Stamping Matrix is going to solo them,
yeah,
that was my statement in at the beginning when we had our opening hand, is that I think the Stamping Matrix is going to solo them. And as we kept going through the game, you just see how much work this card put in, and that
yeah,
it does in fact just solo the matchup a lot of times. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, that's why I was saying like we forced their ability to create Tron when they tried to Sylvan Scrying, and then after that we just windmill slam Damping Matrix and just let them sit there floundering, like not being able to use their cards to their advantage.
yep. Um, yeah, pretty
So yeah, that
much.
that was what
Yeah,
we missed out on from my mic not working.
exactly. So I'm gonna put that in between the rounds, round two to round three, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next round. So, alrighty, here we are for round number three, and we won the dice roll again. We're on a roll. Oh, we can't keep a no-lander unless it's like if we had like three street wraiths, I'd be tempted to, but we have one. This sounds good.
Yeah, I think we can keep this. The problem is we have to put back a cycler, and I think I'm putting back this one.
Yeah, I agree because the black one we could use to either cycle or use for grief.
Yep. So and pitches to force negation.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna shock, pass, and I'm gonna decide if I want a basic forest or if I want like overgrown tomb.
Yeah.
But I want to see what their opening salvo looks like first. Okay.
Basic swamp go.
Basic swamp makes me just want to get, because this is most likely
Yeah.
like coffers or the no coffers or the 8 rack thing that's been gaining popularity. Uh, so even if they blow these up, I want to leave the basics in the deck.
Yep. Um.
I am gonna shock this.
Yeah.
That way I can cycle both if I want. And we're pretty resilient to Thoughtseize currently.
Yeah.
They probably think we're domain with a bad start.
Josh Hunt's kind of shady.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe not.
Only degenerates play Genercent. Well, I mean they can't.
Do I just cycle both of these now?
Yeah, probably a good idea because we need to hit another land drop. We might want to see if we draw a blue card because if we don't, we might want to keep the blue card in case they try to not dead after all and take both of our. Okay, so now we can cycle that.
Yeah. If they try to cast Not Dead After All, I will force it.
Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Is like they can't. They have to take our force and a violent outburst, or because if we didn't draw another blue card, they would just take both our violent outbursts.
Correct. Big problem here being we don't have a third land.
That is definitely a big problem.
All right, so they took force.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I mean, if we draw another land, they're just in a lot of trouble. Unless they have Thoughtseize.
Unless they have a Thoughtseize. Which if they did
What do
have
you
a
think?
Thoughtseize, they should have led on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too. See, you just draw it off the top. That's just the way Living End works.
Do I just jam it now so that this works?
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to necessarily wait. I'm trying to think of
There's
what could
some
punish
reasons.
us. Yeah,
There's some reasons.
yeah, I'm okay with waiting.
Because I can also just cycle the Waker if they don't do anything next turn.
Yeah,
If they just attack us for 4, like whatever.
yeah,
Like right now we only have 13 damage in the yard. Okay, now knowing this,
yeah,
what the hell? They should never should have shown me that, because now also too our architects is better.
yeah.
So I'm not as worried now about
Blood Moon.
yeah, running out of basics.
Oh, basics or
Or
Blood Moon, yeah.
yeah, so we'll grab forest. Oh, do they have force? I should have done this upkeep. No.
See what they're working with.
Voidwalker, Ransom Grief.
Hmm.
So the thing I don't want them to have is Voidwalker.
Yep,
And I think they're okay. I'm okay with them drawing Grief.
yep,
So you put the ransom in the middle that way. If they have a land, they'll draw the ransom and cast it. So they'll draw the grief first, realize it sucks.
yeah,
Maybe they pitch cast it. I don't know. So next turn they're like almost definitely going to jam the ransom the instant that they draw it.
yeah.
I don't know why I would want to keep that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to.
Especially since we see that they're on Voidwalker.
I mean, if they cast Ransom next turn, they're probably just in trouble, right? Or did we put the Ransom on top? Oh no, they have Brazen Borrower.
We did the ransom is the next draw.
Okay,
So they drew grief and now next they're drawing ransom and then the Voidwalker's underneath of that.
yeah,
Alright, so take 8. I'm gonna hold the Beseiju.
yeah,
So we'll force cycle to hit our land drop this turn. Maybe I should have went for a grief. Like went looking for a grief there.
oh yeah, that might have been a good play.
Okay, so they didn't play their grief. So what do they have for 4 mana? Maybe Cryptic, tap the team. Put one of them into my hand.
Yeah, I think we got the Street Wraith.
I think I want to cycle it too.
Yeah, do they have Bowmaster?
Okay, sure. Do I cast Curator or just leave up Force? Because we know their hand right now is Grief, Sauron's Ransom.
Yep. I think we attack for sure, and then I'm just trying to think of what would be. Yeah, because I think they're just gonna cast the Grief.
Might cast the Sauron's Ransom.
Yeah. But then they'll only have maybe 2 mana at most up.
Oh, did I already play a land this turn? Oh, we're in damage.
Yeah. It's a tough call. I mean, I think if they play if they play the
If they play the Grief, this is also just like putting a lot of pressure on them.
yep.
So they have Sorin's Ransom, Grief, and the next card that they draw is Voidwalker. Voidwalker doesn't block here, doesn't do anything. The Sorin's Ransom taps them out. I think I'm just casting the Curator.
Yeah. I was thinking Curator's probably the best play because they just cast either of the 2 creatures. We're just putting a lot of pressure on them. So.
Yep. So they can either play this to block, go to 1. They can play the Grief, take our Force, which I don't care about,
Or
go
Scoop.
to 2, or Scoop.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely like those. Um, yeah, I don't have blue-black stuff on my list.
It's going to be very similar to blue-white control, difference
Yeah.
being they have discard spells. So it's like going to be some scam slash um, control like plan.
Yeah.
Let me look, see if I can find their deck list. Goldfish.
Yeah, I definitely know the 2 mystical disputes come in. Leyline also seems okay, but
It could be Death Shadow, but I don't know. Like they were playing a
yeah,
filter land, so I don't think that they are.
I don't think so. I think they're like the blue-black control list.
Yeah. All right, Dimir control looks like they're on chalices and unmoored egos.
Mm,
Chalices, unmoored egos, modern challenge, damnation, tidebinder, chalice. I guess we can assume that they're going to be on chalice, huh?
yeah, probably.
I think foundation breaker is slightly better than force.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards to bring in.
That's a ton of cards to bring in.
Um,
So these subtleties are really good against tidebinder.
yep. They're also good against like grief and
Okay, so we definitely want these out and these in for sure.
yeah,
I think we need forces. I think we can go
yeah. I was thinking down a living end.
down a living end in this. Got to
Uh,
do a little fast. Down a street wraith in this.
yep. And I think
I think I want the first force also.
yeah, over Stripe Riverwinder maybe.
Riverwind is the hardest thing for them to deal with.
Yeah, so maybe Curator, but we can hardcast Curator if they. We can. I guess we can hardcast Architect's Will too. So yeah, I think maybe just
All right,
yeah,
it's
I,
fun. We
yeah,
only had
exactly.
11 seconds left, so
Yeah,
I don't want to get lost in the weeds.
yeah.
It was probably supposed to be curator, but whatever.
I think we only have 2 other living ends in our deck. I think we mulligan this.
Okay, we can keep
Yeah,
this.
put the living end on the bottom. We're in Thoughtseize, scam position. Oh, they're mulled to 5, so
So one thing I noticed about all of these blue-black control lists is that none of them are actually scamming.
yeah, this one is scamming, so it's kind of interesting. Maybe they're like blue-black.
Mid-range.
Yeah. Okay, they mold to a ley line. which is gonna make the Curator Mysteries okay.
Yeah, none of these blue-black lists I'm finding. Playing Leyline.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just on their turn cycling Genercent for another land and trying to hit our land drops.
Darkslick Shores.
Good thing we can choose what gets exiled to, we can choose to have things exiled to the, or it automatically does it on Moto, but
Yep, no void counter. No void counter.
yeah, I think
Guess
it
I'm grabbing a
automatically,
breeding pool.
because in paper you can choose which effect you want it to go, so we would choose Leyline, so I think it just automatically does that.
I don't think I'm
Yeah, I
shocking.
don't think so either. I think
I
we're
think I'm
just,
just going to be cycling another Genercent.
yep.
I don't like being in this position where like this is our plan
No.
because we're behind the race.
Yeah.
They only have 2 cards in hand though. Maybe Violent Outburst helps us win the race toward the end.
Yeah.
Alright, grab another breeding pool. Through a
We
water
shouldn't,
grave.
don't need to give him free information.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to play the water grave. I just thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
interesting. I don't want to be drawing water grave.
I get it.
Maybe we actually should have cast Violent Outburst here.
To get a living end out of our deck.
And to get this Voidwalker off the table.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
See, we have a 4-turn clock. They have 16, 8. Okay, so it's a 3-turn clock if they don't have anything against these.
Yeah.
It's not a 4-turn clock. We only have a 3-turn clock.
Oh.
Okay, this really
Yeah.
makes me just want to cast
Yeah,
this
let's
now.
just cast it and then play our land tapped.
They have a counter spell. I think they're still priced into countering this.
Yeah. Which is better than one of our other creatures. Wow. Force of negation, a living end. Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to 10. Now the map is a little messed up because we didn't jam a curator.
Yeah.
But I think the outburst is gonna get us there. If they play another creature to change the clock, I might Valiant Outburst.
Yeah.
They didn't. Just change the clock, not enough. I
No.
guess I could Architects first to see what they're working with.
Yeah. We got it because they have a 4-turn clock if they do nothing. So
Correct.
it's, and then
This is gonna go up to 5 next turn. So we're gonna go down to 7. We're gonna attack them down to 12. We're gonna go down to 4. We're gonna attack them for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we can kill them too.
yeah, and then we can stack their deck in a way that hopefully is favorable for us.
Yep. The real problem is if they have a removal spell. This is but oh,
Oh, yeah, this is great. And they don't have a fetch land that we know of, so
so it's gonna go. We'll give them the land last.
yeah. I was just thinking though, if we give them force, then they're gonna be able to force our violent outburst. But
Ooh, Takanuma. They
wait,
lost all of them.
yeah,
Cycle Takanuma was pretty good against the Architect's plan.
yeah. But they didn't draw the force, which is actually might be decent.
Yeah, but they drew a live card.
Yeah, true.
Okay, attack for 5. Just living in things. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. And we technically have 2 turns, like 2 turns of violent outbursts to because we're down to 4, then 1, then none. But they could, they could have Bowmaster, but
Bowmaster do be blocking.
yeah, and Pingin.
I kind of want to cycle this other curator.
But if they have Bowmaster, it's really bad for us.
I mean, if they have Bowmaster, we're dead anyway, right? Because they're going to block and then we're dead.
True.
I kind of have to commit to doing it now or not.
Yeah. I guess we'll be able to scoop easier.
I was hoping for a red source so we could cast it twice if they did have counter spells.
Oh, well, that's could
Okay,
be
this
good.
worked out though. All right, we're past the blockers phase. Cast Violent Outburst. No, thank you.
They're like, will they cast it? I think they're doing math.
Take 12. GG's.
Wow. Yeah, good games. I mean, whew, that was a close one. We went through Leyline and Adathi.
Let me tell you, I know how to play a mid-range game.
Yeah, yeah,
That's about all I got though. I don't
yeah.
know how to play the stupid other stuff. That wouldn't even have been helpful.
No, it actually
Wow,
probably would have been
this
worse.
seems like excessive given that they're on Voidwalker. Like I feel like
Yeah,
Chalice would be enough alongside Voidwalker. It's already hard enough to deal with
yeah. If
those.
they would have had Chalice Voidwalker, I think that would have been lights out. But yeah, I mean, I think that we got really explosive. Game one, and then game two, we had enough castable creatures and Violent Outburst, the Anthem effect, just you know giving pushing that extra damage through. So
And the Shardless Agent like taking a counter
yes,
spell out of their hands
yep,
while leaving us a 2/2 body was clutch.
yes, I agree. That was a really good draw then, and then. But like you said, we could have tried to do that, if we had shocked in. But I guess that 2 damage wouldn't have
Would
punished
not
us.
have
But at the
mattered. No.
time, it was kind of hard to know. So
Yeah, it would not have mattered. But yeah, I that was the not the way I expected that game to go, but it went well.
That's the power of the black. I like the black splash has been pretty decent. Maybe reviewing the mana base. We can talk about that at the end, but maybe
I'm actually hating this blood trip less and less.
yeah,
But I do think that we just need to kill this Waker of
Waker Waves.
Waves for another troll.
Yeah,
That way, in matchups where like you're not worried about Blood Moon, you can just board out a Generous End. It's the worst card in the deck.
yeah,
I mean, it's a 5/7 or whatever, but like it's there's been plenty of times here where I'm like, I don't need a green card, I don't want to cut a black card, I don't want to cut a blue card, but here we are cutting blue and black cards.
exactly.
But if we had like one more troll or
Yeah,
two more trolls, like I'd be happier. But I don't know if
yeah,
I want 8, 23 like mana
yeah.
basically.
I mean, my experience from playing with the land cyclers is like it is nice to have a bunch of them because eventually you're just cycling them for to 6 mana and then you're hard casting them, which obviously doesn't sound great, but it's better than like drawing a Waker of Waves and
Yeah, and I guess in post board games that's pretty good.
yeah.
So
But yeah, I think that's enough reflection on that round, and we will catch you on the next one. Alrighty, here we are for round number 4, and we're back to losing the dice roll.
no, we won.
Oh, whoops.
Freakunasty chooses to play first.
Oh, apparently I'm just so used to just being on the down.
You're like, losing another die roll. Like, no, we won. It's okay, man.
You can't make this stuff up. Okay, yeah, this hand's it's gas. Yeah,
I think I'm cycling the Striped Wyvern
yep,
first, then one Generous in second, right?
correct. Yep, because we might want to do it on turn 1 to see if we can get a grief.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't play these decks very much, but I kind of understand. I think
Yeah,
the deeper I would go with this, the less I would understand, though.
yeah, yeah,
Floated Strand, I hate it.
yep. Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we yeah cycle. I think we're grabbing a red source, so I guess we have one choice.
Yep.
We kind of posted neon flyers what we're playing.
Yep. I mean, that's not the strength of this deck. This is the best game one deck in the entire format.
Oh yeah, no, no, for sure.
The problem is that games 2 and games 3 are really hard.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I mean, we have so much action.
yeah.
Am I just waiting again since they have 7?
I think we shock to give ourselves the opportunity to, and if they don't, then we just cycle some cards. So it really depends on what they do. Like if they tap out.
I mean,
I know nobody should
nobody in
tap
their
out.
right mind should tap out against Violent Outburst, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I'm gonna cycle this one first.
yeah.
Get an Overgrown Tomb. I'm gonna cycle this one. Get a Forest.
Just get yeah,
Life total. Rough.
yeah. It is.
Can't really look for grief anymore.
No. I think at this point we're either
Just
casting the
cast this.
curator, or we're holding up subtlety to flash in on their end step.
So, or I could go for the Violent Outburst Force play and then just attack him for 5,
Fifth,
15, 18.
yeah, almost lethal if they have nothing.
Well, I can also cycle the Curator.
Yeah, you can. Yep, yep. Yeah, I think that's our
All right.
play. We have subtlety if they jam something that's, or I guess if they jam, we're Violent Outbursting. So it really depends on what they do.
I don't think they're doing anything.
Yeah.
They're a blue-red deck. They could have force of their own. I
They
was
could.
thinking about just like Violent Outbursting now, just to get a counter, but it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
I think that if they had 1 mana, like if they had fetch and had 1 mana up, then that's worth testing it, but it definitely doesn't ever get better.
Am I responding now?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I mean,
Counterspell, counterspell.
yeah, okay. We can, yeah, I think we can respond now. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I
We
guess
beat
with the
we
with the
we we
force.
beat counterspell anyway.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. You were right. Your initial thought was right.
yeah.
Like it's spell pierce, counterspell, spell pierce. Like it's all the same. We're gonna beat it when we untap.
Yeah,
Oops,
yeah. I think
thought I
yeah.
tapped green. Okay,
Or just or there was no correct answer. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want blue card.
they can't be Murktide, right? They just cracked 4 fetch lands and died.
Yeah, that's there's no way. There's zero
7 cards in
chance.
hand, cracked 4 fetch lands, died.
Yeah, what the heck could they be? I mean, they gotta be blue-red control.
Flame of Anor, like
Yeah, I'm trying to look up a
I
list.
mean, it's got to be these, and I
Yeah,
I just think we bring in like 2 Foundation Breaker.
yeah, because it looks like they're playing like Chalice, like again, Chalice, Flusterstorm. It's probably some of the cards I'm concerned about. Stone.
Tidebinder, which is
Yeah,
why I think we leave in subtlety.
yeah, yeah. I think that's how we take out the Waker Waves. Seems to be a very common theme.
Yeah, this
Uh,
is just the worst cycler in the
I
deck,
know.
and I
Yeah,
think they should just be trolls.
yeah. Um,
Are we
yeah,
are we cutting your emotional support living
yeah,
end?
yeah. At this point, we just gotta get lucky,
This is another ringing endorsement for why this should just be in the sideboard to begin with.
or just not at all. Yeah. Um, there's just game one. If you lose by drawing your 3 living ends, it just feels bad. But yeah, either way, I think that's a good plan right now. And then we still need one more cut. So I think,
Grief is cracked against them,
yeah,
subtlety's
subtlety's
cracked,
good.
force is cracked. Like
Yeah, I think it's just a cycler. Um,
I guess it's not supposed to be a land cycler, is it?
yeah, it's usually not supposed to be a land cycler, unless you're playing 8. If you're playing 8, then you could consider it. If you're playing 15 lands, but like if we had 4 troll, 4 Genersense, we could consider cutting some of those, but we don't. So
Yeah, I think even if you had 3 and 4, you could
yeah,
cut one.
yeah, I
And
think
like a
so.
lot of times, this feels like it's just such an easy cut. And if we had one more troll in the deck, it would be an easy
Yeah,
cut.
yeah, but I think this is the way we gotta do it. I think Stripe Riverwinder is just like it does. The reason why I think it's a cut, you can submit, but the reason why it's a cut is because um, it's just so hard to cast it for 7 mana if they have any sort of like hate against us, whereas like the 4 mana stuff is a lot easier to pressure them and play that mid range plan. But
True.
yeah, this hand is real good. It doesn't do much against hate though, but you can't really mulligan this hand. It's got 3 lands in it.
They were just Murktide with nothing.
What did they keep?
They just probably didn't want to play into what they knew was going to be a
Living
Violent
in.
Outburst.
Yeah. They're trying to get to 7 cards and discard to hand size. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people do that against me.
So now I actually do think it's right just to go get Forest.
Yeah. I think so. Island,
Um,
cycle for island, get
yeah,
forest.
cycle
Yeah.
for island, get
Or
forest.
sorry, fetch for island, get forest. I haven't. Yeah, I'm the one who said
You
it
know,
wrong.
you know what I? Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm the one who said it wrong. So you know what I meant.
Pass. Um, Mostly just because like Blood Moon could be real rough for us.
Yes.
Yeah, I was never gonna subtlety these.
No.
I'm holding the subtlety for a Tidebinder.
Yep.
They might be able to get Delirium online here and crack in for 3, put a clock on us. Oh, looking likely. Creature, artifact.
Well, they have. Yeah, they just need creature or artifact.
Or enchantment if they hit a Blood Moon.
Yeah.
They ban a Preordain. I cannot agree with that less.
They must be digging for counter magic.
They should know it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Like it's way more relevant to just like
Yeah, not
have
this
have
turn.
your
Yeah.
selection. Yeah.
Yeah, this turn I think it's okay to keep the preordain. But what did
Also
they
too,
do? What
they went
bottom
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 bottom.
bottom? Yeah, so they're clearly digging for something. I like that troll.
So we're just gonna cycle these two.
Yeah, and we need to keep the blue card for subtlety. Or if we draw grief. Okay.
Okay. Did they draw the bobble this turn and they already had the scalding turn then? This is even more reason why they should keep the preordain from last turn
Yeah.
because it's so much more selection.
So they kept it on top. So
And
they're.
they're
Oh
gonna
no.
mess up all their scries.
Oh,
No,
they
they
binned another preordain
yeah.
and steam vents. Okay, so they're really
Yeah,
digging for a land. Yeah.
they're just screwing up all their scries with this fetch land. When if they
Yeah.
had the bobble or if they were drawing the bobble this turn off of that preordained, like they got to look. They should
Mm,
have just left it there.
yeah.
They bobbled us, and I'm gonna cycle this Genericent for. I guess we already have blue.
Yeah, we don't
Guess I
really need.
want
Oh yeah.
this, and I'm gonna cycle this one.
Yeah, for
Oh, I should have grabbed Overgrown Tomb with this.
Yeah, I was thinking that because the two black sources might be relevant, but not a big deal.
And like 3 red sources aren't.
I think we just want the blue source. Just having more blue mana is probably a good idea.
Sure. Yeah, all those scries that they just did,
They just
because they
fetched.
bottomed again, they just fetch it away.
Or did they draw and fetch? I don't know.
Yeah, they drew with the bobble and fetch, but they went bottom, so what does it matter?
Yeah.
Alright, down to 10 I go.
Huh. Are we doing this on their upkeep then?
Probably a good idea.
Because they have 3 mana open up, and then if obviously they cast something.
I don't think I'm cycling this Street Wraith, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I don't think so either, just because the 2 life is definitely going to matter. Because they could also be planning to like kill both of their creatures, but
What did we reveal? We revealed Curator, River.
spell pierce.
Yep. This game would already be over if they would have kept the other Preordain, I think. Because like we would never, ever, ever have an opportunity for anything. I guess I'm gonna yield till the end step. I think I have to cycle a Street Wraith now. We need to find a Grief or a Force.
Yeah. I mean,
Like we're dead on board already, right?
yeah.
They didn't leave in Bolt.
Yeah, I think we just have to jam again. Just try for upkeep again.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of reason not to, right?
Yeah, because if they just, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of how we thought the game was gonna go. Yeah, endurance seems really appealing, but there's only so many cards we can cut.
I kind of want to like do this.
I kind of want to take. Oh no, they play Chalice. Do they play Chalice in their lists? I don't think they do. I think Murktide just plays like Flusterstorms and Forces and Counter Magic, so I don't think we need the Foundation Breakers. Yeah, I think I like that.
So still is a 6, 11, a little light on black.
Uh,
We only
yeah,
cut 2 black things though, so
yeah,
alright, jam.
yeah, exactly. And there they are in our hand. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this one. We definitely can't keep this one, so that's
The hand was sick too.
yeah. Unfortunately, we have to keep this one, which then our first hand would have been okay, except we had a living end in there. So,
Yep.
um, yeah, I think we're
Putting back
oh,
subtlety, putting back troll, just for
uh,
raw cards.
yeah, I like that. And yeah, Generous End gets us all the lands that we want. So yeah. Yeah, I think we can be more patient because we're not looking. Well, I guess we could just cycle now. I guess it doesn't matter. I was saying we
I
could.
was gonna Cyclist Curator.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just like if we find a grief, we might save it for the turn we're actually going to be going off, right?
Yeah, but it gives us
Yeah,
informed like
yeah,
choice about what we want to do with our Street Wraith.
yeah.
Hmm. Might be losing this one. Bolt.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
we
we're
need to
just.
see more cards, right?
Yeah, I think we're. Um,
I think I'm cycling this Generous End
yeah,
and then getting a tapped land that I can play right now to try to
yeah,
save life total.
yep,
I think I just want to be red.
yes.
And
Yeah,
there's no chance they ever tap a land ever again for the rest of the game now,
yeah.
unfortunately.
What do they hit?
Doesn't matter what they hit, they get a treasure.
Yeah, they're not tapping out. Oh,
They bobble themselves, so they have a fetch land in hand.
Brutal.
What was that about the
Yeah. Yikes.
garbage? Yep.
Yeah, I'll take the L on that one, but I think we're just
We just have to cast
yeah.
it.
Yep.
That was Spell Pierce.
Yep.
And they left in Unholy Heats last game. They milled over 3 of them.
Yeah.
So we're probably dead.
Yeah.
Why
Interesting.
are they fetching right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Uh,
I'm just supposed to shock
yeah,
hold up subtlety.
I think so.
Hmm. I don't know how we win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either.
Well, they just crew this thing. This crude attack, like we're at 13.
They're just afraid that we're gonna cycle, 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 and then have living end or whatever.
This isn't 2 black sources, which makes me like not want to cycle it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what we do. I don't know. They haven't killed our Charlotte's agent, so they probably don't have a removal spell. But I think we just get the subtlety online and just start attacking, I guess.
Counter spell.
Yeah. Why are they fetching on
Well,
our upkeep? I don't understand this.
I don't understand this either.
Now, I think what we do is we grief them and then see if they activate the hearse. And if they do that, we can do violent outburst them in response. I don't know.
Okay,
That's the only way I think that we can possibly squeeze a game out.
I agree with you.
They're countering this? Okay.
Okay,
Now they can't tap the hearse. And if they do, okay, they're smart. I was hoping. I kind of figured that they wouldn't do that. Okay, well they have counterspell up, but we have to go for it. I don't understand why they. Oh, I guess they would probably do it if they had a counterspell. So I
yeah,
think
they're
that's
doing it just because they have a counter.
change the
Change the
equation.
equation. Well, I guess we can now maybe untap on our turn, like go like cycle, cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we draw a cycler now, we're in it. So, because they used everything.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that would have been nice before.
Oh, we are so dead. We are so dead.
I think so too, but
We're gonna reduke them.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we just let them attack us. Um, yeah, we can't let them get their grubby little paws on our cards. The interesting thing is we don't even.
Turn these into 3/3s.
Yeah. The interesting thing is now we don't need to auto-aura them, her, so that tells me they have a counterspell in their hand, or they're just like, we need to end the game quickly.
I think they're just trying to end the game quickly, and I do still think it's maybe they try to crew it again next turn.
Yeah.
But the problem is if we hit us.
Yeah.
Problem is if we hit this, I would have wanted to bounce that because this is still just a threat.
Yeah. And they're gonna have the Ragavan on the battlefield now.
Yeah.
So do we? I don't know. I think we're super dead, but I think what we do is,
Wait until they crew it.
yeah.
Okay.
If they don't crew it, then the problem is they can just take our only creature that we have. But yeah, all we have is a
Well, I wait
Charlatan.
for them to crew it and attack.
Yeah.
I wait for them to crew it and attack. Well, now I guess they can put creatures in their graveyard. Oh, they didn't. Cool.
Yep.
So they have a counterspell on top of their library that they wanted to keep.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going for the kill. Outburst violently. All right, this is our last living end too.
It'd be nice to draw some like
Oh
draw
no.
endurance off the top. Yeah, we
Oh
have
yeah,
one more.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
and
we were just dead.
they still have the Soul Pierce on top.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was all of them.
yeah,
Concede.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh man, actually, we would have been able to start casting threats too if that resolved. Actually, maybe still in that game.
yeah, yeah. We won game one, and then they just got to hold up
The
counter spells, and yeah,
the all counterspell deck got to beat us, and we boarded out our only answers for their graveyard hate.
yeah. I'll take the L on that one, but I mean, still, you know, oh well. We still had answers to it technically if we had drawn like a Grief or
We
Force,
also should have just left these in just for Blood Moon's sake.
but we can play around Blood Moon.
I
But
know, but even still, it makes things a lot harder.
yeah, no, I agree. My thought was like we can probably just our goal is to obviously win really quickly, and unfortunately, with the unlicensors, we didn't have the Cascade spell
Well,
right away, and then
it's also way too hard to win quickly against those decks because they have 1 mana answers to our 3 mana spells.
yeah, exactly.
So I think that in general you should be thinking about like the efficiency of what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
And like if you can't back up your play with the force of negation, then you have to play like really slow, which means that you're gonna get beat down a little bit and you have to be
yeah,
ready for the hate. So
yeah. The one thing that I'm kind of missing in my side, that I used to have in my sideboard a lot, was Dead Gone. I used to play 2 Dead Gone, and I think that would have been pretty good. And
yeah.
but oh, you can't play all the cards in your sideboard, so. But yeah, any other thoughts on the round?
Um Yeah, the endurance plan wasn't good. We should not have brought it in.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough. Is basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And if it was good enough, then we should have. It should have been our plan when we started mulliganing, and we did not mulligan to this card. So
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, I think that's it for this round. We'll see you in the next round. Alright, here we are in the 5th round, and we won a dice roll. I got it right this time, and uh, 0 lands. Yeah, we keep this one.
this one seems pretty good.
Yeah. It really
Uh,
just depends on what they're on. Um,
I'm putting back the Riverwinder.
yeah. I think that's the correct play. If we knew they're on burn, then the Street Wraith. But yeah, Stripe Riverwinder pretty much.
I just want to, even if they are on burn, I want to be jamming as much stuff into my graveyard as possible, as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So I am going to play a little bit around um, them being on burn here, but not a ton.
Yeah.
I should have cycled these first. Yeah, I did that technically in the wrong order because I gave myself one less land to draw to.
Yeah. Blooming Marsh.
And if I did that first and we hit these sorts of things, then I know to get Breeding Pool instead, just so we can cycle them both.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Cycle
think
this
yeah, I
one.
think striping this Striper Riverwinder is better against black dot deck.
Just make sure you never get punished in your life, chat, and then
Yeah.
everything's fine.
That's how I play the deck. I don't know how you play it, but
Suboptimally.
oh yeah, I guess we have 2 blue cards. Never mind. Sorry.
That's how I play the deck. Suboptimally.
Yeah. You just draw the good cards. That's what you gotta do. Okay.
It's Living End, right?
What? They're living it?
Or not Living End.
Oh, Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth.
Yawgmoth. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's what they are.
I'd like to cast this.
I didn't want to put that upon us, but I was
Mainboard Endurance.
a lot of them play just one. So,
Gross.
yeah. That was pretty gross.
Huh.
Yikes. Not much. I mean, we had a jam there, so.
Did we? I don't even know that they played Mainboard Endurance.
I mean, I knew they played one, but sometimes.
I have not. Maybe I just don't look at the Yogg list because I like gloss over them. I'm like, yep, Yogg.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're fucked.
Generous and Charlotte's Agent, you have to carry us.
I mean, I am going to cast another Shardless Agent next turn. I'm going to cycle this and then cast Shardless Agent. If they attack, I'm going to block.
Yep.
This is a Grist. I think we're just dead. Okay, Young Wolf is fine. It's not Grist.
Hmm.
They didn't even keep up cord or anything.
Nope.
Alright, well, this Generous Scent is not going to be enough. Oh, I wish I would have had a black card. I guess I'm grabbing an Overgrown Tomb.
Yep.
Casting Shardless Agent.
They have 2 endurance.
No, this is a rage pause. This feels like a rage pause.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, they had 2 cyclers. All right, we have a lot of blank cardboard in our hand.
Yeah.
They have another Bowmaster, I see. They were thinking about if they were supposed to Bowmaster ping their own Bowmaster. It
But
didn't change
it doesn't
anything.
matter, yeah.
Okay, well, we're at 9. I know it says 6, but we got this fancy food. All right, I'm definitely fine if this is what their draws are.
Hmm.
So I attack with Generous and they block with the Yawgmoth. It undies. They draw a card off of their peatland.
The other thing they could have is cord, but we're not beating that, so
We're never beating Cord, yeah.
so
Well, we're maybe beating Cord if I do nothing.
yeah. I don't know. I think they either have cord or they
I want to pressure.
yeah. I think they block with Yawgmoth or just take 5. They might actually be worried about another living end, but I don't know why they would because they have Bowmaster Endurance. So maybe they're not. I don't know. They're just taking a while.
I think they do have Cord. That's why I want to leave up this force. They didn't draw off peatland, which leads me to believe that they are just on air now. They definitely should have drawn with that peatland if they're on air, though. They
Yeah.
just forgot about it. All right, so block and block. Take 3.
Yeah. And now they can just cord for 2. Could his Bowmaster kill us? 2, 4.
Bowmaster exactly kills us right now for with a cord for 2, but I have the force.
Yeah.
Can't beat them hard casting it though. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
you can.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah. I was gonna say we can crack the food.
I should have waited until they targeted.
Yeah. Because now they're gonna do the Charlotte's Agent. But
This is okay.
yeah, because they have a lot more creatures in their graveyard than we do right now.
They are also going to draw off of this
Peatland.
peatland.
But I think if they just like we have to do something right, because
I do have to cast something.
yeah, I think we have to just cast the Curator, unfortunately.
If they attack with everything, I have to block Bowmaster, go to 1. I don't think I can do that. So I'm not attacking. Because they're not blocking, right?
No.
They're not blocking, they attack back. Do I block the Yawgmoth? Take 3, go to 2? Okay, maybe that's not that bad.
Because I don't think we're going to be cycling too much anymore.
We might just need to. If they draw the fourth Bowmaster, they draw the fourth Bowmaster.
Yeah.
If they draw a Yawgmoth, we were always dead. Okay, they took it. We have 11 points of
Damage next
damage.
turn, yeah.
I wish I had a blue card instead of this Grief currently.
Yeah, me too.
Or I wish I would have got another black source instead of being like really careful. Although we'd be at 3 right now, and so we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Alright, they do finally remember the Peatland. Unfortunate. I guess they didn't have to remember it when their hand was Bowmaster, huh?
No, probably not.
They can cord for 4 and end the game. Halfling is fine.
Gris is not fine.
We're dead.
Yep, because they just, yeah, destroy a creature, attack for 5, we die. Yep. And holding up
Alright.
force wouldn't, yeah, force is out. Endurance was, I mean, like,
These are the cards I think are okay.
yeah.
So I definitely want these damping matrices.
Yep. You probably
And
could
their
have,
hate is just endurance, right?
yeah, it's, I believe so. And then they have the Soul Cauldron as just a main deck inclusion for Graveyard Hate. I see some play Chalice.
I probably want all of these then, right? Let's go down a Waker.
Living End would be another cut.
Do I want these endurances? We're not that good against them.
I don't think they're that great.
Like most of the Yawgmoth lists are down to like 5 undying creatures anyway.
Yep. And it doesn't really actually stop their combo that usually, like, it can like shuffle one of their guys back, but like their deck's full of creatures.
Oh, Leyline of Sanctity stops them from targeting us
Yeah, with endurance, but
with endurance.
it might just be too cute. It depends on what kill threat they're using. If they had Zilport Cutthroat, they can get through that, but yeah, I think this is a keep. Yeah, most of the lists I see only have one in main deck endurance.
It makes me feel better.
I'm glad. I mean, there's no shot we're playing around it, like. The other thing we could have done is maybe like, oh no, we barely drew our lands, right? Or like
Hmm.
don't do, like we could have waited to do the street wraiths until it's on the stack, but that was really the only thing we really could have done.
We cycle the street race to find the land,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because I needed the third land because I fucked up with I cycled this first, and I should have cycled the street race first to try to find the land because we kept a 1 land hand.
Yep. They're deciding on their mole.
So I think now I'm getting a red green land.
Yeah.
Or am I supposed to cycle this first so that they can't bowmaster it?
That is also a good point. I think we could probably cycle Curator, see what we draw, and then cycle Genercent.
Play
But
our
I'll,
land for the turn.
yeah.
Also helps us decide what land we want to get.
Yeah.
I mean, this artwork is creepy.
It is.
Our opponent just joined the game,
Oh, nice.
even though it brought us into this game a while, like
Yeah,
2 minutes ago.
weird.
You have to
Maybe,
both be done sideboarding.
yeah, maybe they actually like left the game.
Well,
Oh, he says the internet went out. Okay.
cycle curator. You'll turn.
Wonder if they got a sideboard.
They had to have submitted the sideboard for it to let us join the game, and it didn't go to time.
Okay.
Okay, this subtlety is cracked.
Yep.
So I'm going to
Yeah, we have to. We should
cycle
cycle.
Generation. Am I just getting breeding pool?
Yeah, probably because we need to cycle again, and we at least have Charlotte's Agent. Yeah, I think we can give it a wait till next turn before we cycle the street. Oh, Bowmaster.
No, you told me to wait.
You're right. I'm again not used. Oh, Grist.
Grist. Grist is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, need to find land. Need to find land.
See, just right off the top.
Oh, it's shardless here, right?
Yeah, because we have the subtlety.
Cast it. Just resolved, and these street races are
Unblockable.
walking on through.
And they usually don't have a lot of flyers to block Curator Mysteries either.
Ooh, they milled over a Grist, and the worst card in their entire deck.
Yep.
That resolves.
Yeah, we have a 2-turn clock with unblockable creatures for them.
That resolves. I mean, I guess they could minus the Grist.
Oh, true. I guess we also have these violent outbursts as well. So, 8, 13. I mean, if they would have to block everything, which they might just start. They're definitely going to try to block with the 2 undying creatures to the.
15. Do I use this to attack the Grist, maybe?
Um,
Okay. What does this look like? They block with 3 of the 4 things. They only take the damage that we're guaranteed to get through anyway.
yep.
If this attacks Grist instead, I can cast Violent Outburst.
And I'll make it so it can't sacrifice.
Yeah, and put it down to 1. And put them down to 10,
Yeah, and if
which is dead on board next turn.
and if for some reason they choose not to block, then they just die. So
This one attacked Grist.
I think that, I mean, if they choose not to block anything, they still die with Found Outburst, but they're not going to do that. Yeah, they just have to block at least one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm still gonna Outburst. We're gonna say no.
Yeah.
So now we know we have a living end on the bottom of the library.
Yep.
Fetch Swamp? What the hell for?
Fatal Push? No. Oh, they're
Cord.
cording. Okay.
I don't have anything for that.
Yeah.
Blardist, Molcop.
Okay.
So now they go up to 8.
Yep.
We still have them dead on board.
Yeah, I think they might have like Yawgmoth in hand.
Oh, this little tool will take care of that.
The only thing we can't beat is another cord.
Well, we never could.
Sweet.
Now they can't plus their grist either if they put it on top.
Yep.
Should have plus that grist first for sure.
Yep. I think they thought they had the win.
Okay, on to game 3.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think the ley line against one, and then we know that they had. Was that Blood Artist though?
It was Blood Artist.
Hmm. I've never brought it in against them, but it would definitely turn off their endurance and their actual win. But I don't know. Trying to think if I'd actually do that. I think just having answers for like the Soul
The
Cauldron.
damping matrix seems better, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Yep. And then I like having answer. Yeah, I think the way we board is fine.
Or, because this doesn't stop any of their mana creatures, it only stops Yawgmoth. Maybe we do want these and we can go down one, like one foundation breaker also.
Yeah.
We're on the draw so we can
And,
mulligan more aggressively.
and they might bring in Thoughtseize against us too.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try the swerve.
Yeah. We still have plenty of answers for stuff, so.
Yeah, you know what? I'm this back in. This is
Yeah, yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Done.
There we go.
Get that thing back into the board.
And Paul Blardist Mallcop can no longer kill us if we. Oh, this is a mull.
Yep, definitely mole. Uh, it's a bit awkward. I mean, we could definitely keep it. We'd have to put the grief on, or extra shardless on the
Put a
bottom.
second Charlotte spot
Yeah,
on the bottom.
yeah, yeah. That's way better. Yeah.
If we don't hit our second land drop, I'm cycling this fucking street race.
Yeah, no, we have to.
All right, perfect.
Yes. I mean, it would have been what, a damping matrix or
It would have been a damping matrix. Because I assumed this one was the Waker.
yeah, exactly. Blue.
I'm
Oh,
playing a Grist.
gotcha.
Doesn't matter what they tap it for.
Yeah, I was just confused. I'm like, wait, it's fair. I'm just kidding.
Okay, if we draw a land here and I cycle into a land here, I'm more tempted to grief. I'm fucking more tempted to grief.
Um,
They have 3 cards in hand.
yeah. Hmm. That's a really tough choice because I think if we grief them now, we probably are okay because we can cycle. If we miss our land drop, we can cycle Curator next turn and try to hit our third land drop. So it's greedy, but we didn't come here to be cowards. So
I'm looking for hate cards here also, since they spent their first 2 turn developing.
yeah, yeah. I'm really glad that we did.
So they can chord for 2. If they draw a land, they can chord for 3 by going land, Yawgmoth plus chord.
Oops.
We're giving
When
them
we
back a Yawgmoth
yeah,
when we cascade.
that is very true.
But I don't know what it does. So they can still just chord for 2.
Okay, that's what they're planning to do. Oh, why are they doing this on our upkeep? What could they have? Bowmaster?
Soulless Jailer.
Uh-huh.
That's alright, I got time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to hold on to that Generous Sense. Guess now we don't, but we can cycle the troll anyways.
Actually,
Yeah, maybe we want to cycle the Ent.
we can cycle the Ent.
Get a forest, cycle the troll. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should have grabbed a blue source. I did that kind of fast. I hit no creatures.
Yeah, we really need a forest foundation breaker.
Or, damn it. Force of Vigor would have been sick.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to 5 minus. Oh, it's only 1 damage right now. But after we do it, there's going to be like 2.
Yeah. I think we still have to just thin some lands out of our deck.
Okay, not many left.
Oh, play the Watergrave taps. I guess. Oh, if we drop Violent Outburst, that doesn't really do us anything.
Nope, doesn't do any good.
Yeah, just having extra blue might maybe help.
So I guess these are their hate pieces, not the.
Yeah, must be.
So Damping Matrix didn't do anything against these either. Second Yawgmoth is a fucking problem.
Yeah, we edge. All right.
All right, the most hated deck by sideboard population in all of Modern loses a lot of sideboard games.
Yeah,
Go figure.
yeah. I mean, deck's powerful. Um, I definitely, I don't know. I like the sideboard, but I think obviously from the main deck, Waker Waves should just be more trolls to give more grief cards.
At least like this.
Yeah, at least something like that. But then like one Waker Waves, like maybe just bring in the last Architects or whatever, because you're playing and casting your black stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm just a fan of having clean four. Like besides subtlety and the land cyclers, I like having some sort of consistency. And the fact that we're getting a lot of black sources, we can still cycle architects as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I like that better. Um, for sideboard, I don't know. Leyline is a need for the like the like scam decks. Um, but I don't know. I kind of want to find a spot for Dead Gunner too, because Dothy's really popular right now. It's good against Dothy. You also you can bounce like certain creatures with the other side of it, which obviously never feels good,
Like
but
Murktide Regents.
yeah. Um, you can also deal with like turn one Ragavans, because that card can do a lot of work against you. So
Honestly, I think I would want like 2 Dead Gone and 1 more Force of Vigor personally.
yeah, I think
I did like the Damping Matrix. It,
yeah,
it was not as good against Yogg as I would have wanted it to be. It would have literally changed nothing against them
yeah, because
that entire game.
yeah, pretty much. But that's
They
good,
had
good to know. Yeah,
they did have 2 cards in hand at the end, so who knows what they were? Maybe I should have shocked and cast Grief just to find out.
yeah, no, I agree.
But
Um,
this Leyline of Sanctity just like this card just sucks, right?
yeah, because even if they grief scam you, like you're just gonna draw, like you're gonna cycle into more things. You know, I don't know. They can't Thoughtseize the top of your deck.
So let's go 2 Dead Gone and 1 more Force.
Yeah, saying that our green count is actually pretty decently high. I think I like that.
All right, this is not one that I would take to a big event personally,
Yeah,
mostly because I'm not me myself. I'm not in the business of having little to no agency on my games, and in post-boarded games, I felt like I had little to no agency in my games. So
yeah, it's a deck I would bring, just because, I would definitely have to iron out a sideboard guide. Um, and then I think once you understand the sideboard guide, and then you're looking for certain cards in the game, game two, then I think you can kind of readjust to those hate pieces. But let's see how much we
the deck
lose
is
on.
super powerful. This
Yeah,
is by far the best deck in Modern in game one. Like it's the hardest to fight against in game one.
yeah.
Also, too, if they didn't have exactly their one of endurance, we actually win that match 2-0.
Goryo's Vengeance.
It's a sign.
Yeah, it is.
We should be playing more Espergorios.
I'm down. That deck was fun.
This deck's also very explosive and powerful, and the hate cards are more for Cascade and a lot less for graveyards.
Yeah,
And this deck has a ton of answers to those hate pieces.
yeah,
Like just a ton of answers, right?
yep. I guess any other points on the matchup or
Where did the deck go? I do think that this is a better sideboard overall. I think the ley lines are just like pretty shit.
yeah. I don't.
Like that's kind of the end of my statement on them. They're just pretty shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think there's just enough stuff that you have to kind of protect your combo with Grief and Force, and like I don't know. If someone Grief scams me, it sucks, but usually you can kind of cycle out of it. Um, so that's just my
Yeah,
thought on it. But
yeah, I agree.
yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next video.